This is the AI News Flash for May 3rd, 9 a.m. UTC. First up, the U.S. Center for AI Standards and Innovation, CAISI, published an evaluation finding that China's frontier AI lags U.S. models by roughly 8 months. CAISI, a unit under the National Institute of Standards and Technology, tested DeepSeek V4 Pro against GPT-5, Opus 4.6, and GPT-5 across cybersecurity, software development, math, natural sciences, and abstract reasoning. Math was the lone exception, where DeepSeek nearly matched the top U.S. models. By contrast, independent firm Artificial Analysis reports the U.S.-China gap has stayed roughly constant, and DeepSeek V4 was cheaper than GPT 5.4 Mini in 5 of 7 tests, suggesting cost competitiveness may matter more than raw capability. This first formal U.S. government quantification of the gap will carry weight in export control and sovereign AI debates. But the choice of benchmark metrics is sure to draw scrutiny. Next, Tokyo-based Sakana AI introduced KAME, a tandem speech-to-speech architecture that injects large language model knowledge in real time. KAME extends Moshi's front end from 3 streams to 4 by adding an oracle stream, while the back end runs streaming speech recognition and a full LLM in parallel asynchronously, enabling speak-while-thinking behavior. On MT Bench, KAME paired with GPT 4.1 scored 6.43, and KAME with Claude Opus 4.1 scored 6.23, far above standalone Moshi at 2.05. Median response latency was near 0 versus Unmute's 2.1 seconds. Trained on 56,582 synthetic dialogues with a back-end agnostic plug-and-play LLM design, KAME marks a notable Japan-origin open contribution to agentic AI voice interaction. Third, Israel's Taub Center for Social Policy Studies published research declaring the era of high-tech worker job immunity to AI is over. Researchers Michael Deboe, Professor Gil Epstein, and Professor Avi Weiss found the share of unemployed coming from AI-exposed occupations rose from 14 to 16% during 2019 to 2022, to 20 to 25% in 2025. AI may account for 12 to 20% of the rise in programmer unemployment and 10 to 26% for sales reps. Software developers, telephone sales, bookkeepers, lawyers, and paralegals are most affected. Barbers, plumbers, electricians, emergency responders, and midwives are least exposed. But Professor Epstein warned the era of high-tech workers' immunity is over. Those who wait and don't rush to upgrade their skills will simply be left behind. In the U.S., jobs at automation risk for workers aged 22 to 25 have fallen 13%, signaling a structural cross-generational AI labor impact. Finally, Florida's Sarasota County Sheriff's Office is deploying Peregrine Technologies' AI surveillance software using state immigration enforcement funds, raising privacy concerns. Sheriff Kurt Hoffman's office received roughly $1 million from Florida's State Board of Immigration Enforcement, allocating $913,500 to Peregrine software and $87,400 to subletting beds for ICE detentions. Peregrine is a general-purpose tool that fuses public records, court files, computer-aided dispatch, and license plate reader data. Critics warn of mission creep since the tool can extend far beyond immigration into general surveillance. This is part of a $40 million statewide immigration enforcement grant package distributed across 18-plus police agencies, also funding iris recognition and surveillance towers, accelerating local AI surveillance infrastructure, and intensifying civil liberties debates. That's all for this AI News Flash.